What up guys, mine's Nick here with my first part of my FIFA 19 manager mode here, and I'll be doing AC Milan with this one. My main goal for this is to get AC Milan back to the top of Europe by winning the Champions League. Obviously we started being in the Europa League this season, so I reckon I might show you my main starting lineup for this first season. I have Castillejo on the left wing, even though he says he's a right mid. Says he can play up the left and also can play in centre mid. Got Higuain up top, who's on loan from Juventus. Suso out on the right. Frank Kesse here from Atalanta. In real life, he's had a 2-year loan spell, and this is the second year of that loan spell with a future transfer. But in FIFA that doesn't apply, so at the end of this season or at the start of the next one, I'll be putting a bid in for him because he's a very decent young player, as you can see there. Very well rounded, got 96 stamina already, and he's a really great all round player. Great box to box player as well. He's got the engine specialty there. Bonaventura there. Biglia as well. We got Rodriguez here at left back. Caladra and Romagnoli in the two centre back positions. Calabria as our right back, and highly touted Donnarumma starting in goal. And on the bench here we've got Reina, Abate, Musacchio, Montalivo, Bakayoko and loan from Chelsea, Chaganoglu, and Patrick Cutrone, who's also very highly touted, and a few other players here in the reserves as well who would be very useful. And a few of those players I've got in this second formation here as a 4-5-1. We've got a few of the players that are on the bench and in the reserves with the main squad, like Laxalt and Conti here, which in this formation I want both of them to be running up and down the wings a lot. As you can see, he's got 93 stamina there. Conti's got 87 as well, and I've got Reina and also Bakayoko as well as Cutrone starting in this formation as well. And I'm going to show you the players that I have in my short list. There's a varying array of players here from all different positions and ages as well. Some are very well renowned, and some would be youngsters coming through, trying and boost their potential by doing the trainings that you can do for each one of them now to help boost up all their stats. And one player I really want to get is Vinicius Jr. from Madrid. He's got about 92 potential, 5-star skills, great on the ball, he's got a lot of pace as well, flair and the technical dribbler trait as well. So he's one player that I really do want to get in. Also, talking about transfers, I'll go through my team here and start putting players that I want on transfers and players I don't want to be sold, like Donnarumma. Don't want him to be sold whatsoever during this series here. Same with Calabria, I want him to stay. Romagnoli as well. Zapata, he's getting on a bit and I probably won't use him, so put him on the transfer list. Same with Simic. he probably won't. He doesn't have that greater potential, so I won't be hardly using him at all. So I'll put him on the transfer list. As I said, I want to, by the end of this series, I want to win the Champions League, which would be the main goal for this one. And there's a couple more here. Maori, Bertolocci. I won't be using either of those two whatsoever. And if, as I showed you before, my transfer short list, if there's anyone else you think I should get, please comment down below. They're just players that I think that I want to try and get myself. And Fabio Barini, I don't really want him around the squad. Don't know why I've got him in real life, and to be honest, I don't really like him that much that I'm going to release him straight away from his contract. And I checked before that Castillejo, he's got a release clause, and I don't really want to lose him to anyone because he's got pretty decent potential himself, so I'll just try and renew his contract to get rid of that instant transfer sort of thing. And as you can see, he wants a crucial role, but I want him to have him on a 5-year deal, which he does accept. And in this one, he doesn't want to have a release clause, which is really good. And I reckon I'll just nudge his wage up to about 150,000 a week. Let's see what he says to that, and he's happily agreed with that as well. So I'm happy that he doesn't have a release clause anymore. Next thing is I want to get some youth staff so I can get some obviously youth players to bring through as well. Try and get the best youth scouts that I can get here. And there's a 5-star experience and judgment here from Switzerland. And let's get our last one, there's another 5-star as well. And I'll send these out now. I'll send Gallo to Italy. Obviously we're based in Italy, so it'd be good to get some great young Italian players. I'll probably send one Danton, or however you say that, to Brazil. Obviously get a lot of good young players from there. And I'll send Manulich. I might, not really sure, I might send him. I might send him to Spain for now. And one other thing that I want to do here is to get a scout future star, which there's one right here. Obviously scouting a specific player from anywhere in the world, and it could be any position. So if you guys want to guess what country he's from and what position he'll be, comment down below in the video. So hopefully we do get a good young youth player from this. And I'll show you the board objectives here. The youth development is within 2 seasons, have at least a player from the youth academy to sign in the first season, play 50% of the games in the next season. Now this youth development I don't usually worry about because they tend to sort themselves out anyway, but I'm not sure if there will be a youth player that's going to be playing 50% of the games the next season. The brand exposure is to gain $174 million from shirt sales, which again sorts itself out. The continental success is to win the UEFA Europa League in this first season, and for the domestic success is to reach a quarter-final of the Coppa Nazionale and to finish in Champions League spot as well. And there's no financial objective here, which is good. I'll set up some training here for some players. Might always send Donnarumma, because keepers tend to be upgraded pretty quickly when you do them, especially at such a young age that Donnarumma is at as well. I will also send Cutrone on a training schedule as well. Help his finishing there with the attacking scenario. I reckon I'll send Caladra, not sure how to really pronounce that, and I'll send him to a defending training, and I also do Calabria as well, a defending training for him as well, and let's see what ratings they get. It's a bit of a mixed bag, an A, couple Ds, a C and a B. Obviously won't get any progress so far, with being so early on, and I did go into a pre-season tournament, which is the European International Cup, which we have Manchester United and a couple other teams, as we get a bid in here from Murray for 4.4 million, which I'll just accept. Just want to get them out straight away. We also have Leverkusen and Benfica in our group as well, and you can see that Leverkusen is our first match as well, and I don't usually tend to play these. I usually just sim the matches anyway, and I'll sim this match. Let's see how we get on. Let's see if we can get the win. And we get the 2-0 win. Castillejo, as well as Cutrone coming off the bench, and Biglia got a red card as well in the game. So I'll just make this change here real quick. Get Montalivo. No, I'll put Bakayoko in real quick there. And as you saw, we also got a transfer offer for Simic for 7.5 million from Werder Bremen in Germany, which I accept, which is over his value by $1.5 million. As you can see there, Benfica also won their match, and we get 2 bids here for Zapata from Marseille and Lyon, and I'll accept both of them. See which of the 2 teams will get him if he does go. We'll send this forward again. Some scouting reports there, and a transfer for Bertolacci from Hoffenheim. I'll just accept again. Don't really want these players to be around, since I won't be using them. And then Maori's transfer talks has been broken down just before we play Benfica here, and they won their first game as well. So let's see if we can beat them in this game. But unfortunately we don't. Castillo and Servi get their goals, and Bakayoko scores our goal. Hopefully we get the win in the last game here against Man United, as more of these scout reports come through here. And before we sim ahead, we'll do some more training here. Bit better all around that time for the players. So let's sim forward here. We're coming third in our group at the moment, and Zapata has been sold to Leon, and Simic has been sold to Werder Bremen as well. So we get another transfer offer from Maori here. Hopefully if we do get the win, it'll be good to get the extra prize money which will go into the transfer budget. So let's see what happens when I sim this one. Still the same lineup that I've had, and we win 4-1, but unfortunately Higuain gets fouled. He scored 2, Castillejo and Bonaventura both score 1 each themselves. Hopefully it isn't a bad injury for Higuain. As we can see, that Bertolacci's been sold, and it's only a 4-day injury for Higuain. And as you can see, that Biglia is back from his suspension. So I'll just get Higuain out, even though it was only for 4 days. Just put him on the reserves for now. And it looks like we'll be versing Valencia in the semi-finals here. Now I'll just check what Higuain's like. I'll just put him on the bench, but I won't start him in this game. Let's hope we can win this match against Valencia to get into final. They had a pretty easy run, and we win 4-3 on penalties after a 1-1 draw. Santi Mina scored for them, and we had Rodriguez score in the same minute as well. So we'll be going through to the final here of the pre-season tournament against Arsenal. Getting some more transfer prize money as well. These press talks usually just tend to praise my own team. Don't really know what the point of it is. Doesn't seem to do much anyway. As we do some more drills here. And it's a bit poor for Donnarumma there, but Cutrone, Caldera and Calabria get all B's themselves. So hopefully we get to win this final against Arsenal. Fingers crossed we get the win here for this. It would be a good start to the season for us, but unfortunately we lose 1-0. Mkhitaryan scored their goal in the 11th minute, and nothing happened pretty much after that. And as we can see here, as I'm about to finish up, Murray got sold for 4.2 mil. So if you guys did like that, please subscribe to the channel to catch up to date when I post videos. Please like the video, comment down below who you want to see me buy in the transfer, and I'll see you in the next